So anyway, let's bring you Striker. Steve Bruce's murder mystery, read by Ian Danter. Let's first see where we're up to in the story.
Murder, Harry? Eddie? I can't believe it. Then who was the murderer? Harry asked. Duffy didn't commit Harry Kiri. The murderer might not be part of the Leddersford setup. He could be someone from outside. Sir Lawrence Brooke entered my office. My patience is not inexhaustible, Steve. He was angry at the whole turn of events, no doubt. And someone needed to do a lot of explaining. That someone was me.
Yeah, Steve is in a lot of trouble with the police. Found over the body of his star striker with a knife in his hand. This is really written by Steve Bruce, the Newcastle manager, back in 1999. But it tells a story of Steve Barnes, the Leddersford town manager. Let's start chapter 4 then. Take it away, Dance.
Chapter 4. No day has ever gone faster. Time is a strange thing. You sit through an exciting film or play a good game and 90 minutes pass as if there were 5. On other occasions you think you've been bored out of your mind for an hour, and when you check the time, only 5 minutes have elapsed. Birmingham fans will certainly empathise with that. I was with the chairman when the first editions of the Leddersford Inquirer were brought in. We were front page news. True to his word, Harry Pickles did his very best to make me and the club appear in a good light. We'll be all over the television screens this evening, Sir Lawrence said, and in the national newspapers tomorrow, on the front pages too. The very worst kind of publicity we could possibly have had. Whoever had wanted to harm Pat Duffy enough to kill him was also doing serious damage to the club. This kind of thing, Sir Lawrence continued, is going to take years to repair. We've nothing to feel guilty about, I said. What happens if the murderer, I assume it was murder, what happens if he's an employee of the club? Well, it certainly looks that way, I told him. Our security is tight. And so it should be, Sir Lawrence said. We pay enough for it. Sir Lawrence went to his drinks cabinet. He poured himself brandy and ginger ale. He knows my taste in drinks and poured a full glass of mineral water. I take it you are still teetotal, Steve, he said, with amusement in his eyes, even after the travails of the day. Hey, if this continues, I shall be drinking heavily and smoking 60 a day, I replied. Right, he said. There has to be a concerted effort of damage limitation. At that moment, the telephone on the mahogany table rang. Yes, he barked. He's an urbane guy, smooth, polished, but he can show anger. Oh, yes, ask him to come in, he said, more sweetly now.
It's interesting. Dan's impression of Steve Bruce is brilliant, but he does point out that what he has to do is push his nose right into his face to get the voice.
Oh, God.
I just noticed there he said dubbage limitation. Because he's pushed his nose into his dubbage limitation. But yeah, that was very good. The story is
a bit Trevor Francis.
Later on we'll play. Dan's got his fine podcast out at the moment, and he's been very good to do Strike.